Coming up on SAU News, get a nutritional snack after your Hulsey workout. Breakfast is back at the Kayak.
Many are still searching for new apartment housemates for next fall, thanks to a big policy change in campus housing.
The reviews are in. The SJC's Ignite Live was a big success, and its guest star left audience members humming her inspirational songs.
All these stories and more coming up. SAU News starts now.
Welcome to SAU News. I'm Lizbeth Rodriguez-Dia.
And I'm Tinty Reed. Our newscast is brought to you by SJC Productions in the School of Journalism and Communication. Our lead story is about new changes coming to Southern's off-campus housing and village residential areas. Students aged 23 years and older by August 1st will no longer be eligible to live in residence halls or Southern Village apartments. Instead, these students will now be assigned housing created specifically for them. Additionally, students will no longer be able to combine different class standings when finding housemates to live with in Southern's Village. In other words, seniors may only live with other seniors. The university says the new policy gives older students more independence, but students have discovered the new senior-only housing is more expensive.
The 23-year-old housing costs more than the village does, and it costs more than the dorm does. And so I'm being put into this housing for my last semester, and I'm having to pay significantly more money for it.
Seniors who live with other seniors will enjoy new perks. For instance, weekend or overnight leaves will not be required, and traditional night checks will be replaced by 3 wellness checks throughout the week.
For the nearly 900 students and music fans who attended Ignite Live, it may have felt like going to church, at least during the show's main performance, featuring a Christian songwriter who is gaining worldwide attention. SAU News reporter Victor Odala was there.
This year's Ignite Live featured the first female guest, Riley Clemmons, a rising 24-year-old Nashville songwriter, the youngest musician ever nominated for K-Love's Artist of the Year award. Riley Clemmons was accompanied by her guitarist, Carson Vaughn, who has played with her for more than a year.
It's a blast out on the road. Started with her this past summer, so we've done 2 tours together now and about to go on our 3rd, and it is just a dream come true.
This year was the first time the SJC has hosted a pre-show VIP reception, including SA officers, faculty, and returning Ignite Live crew members like Xander Ordinala.
Coming back and being like an audience member is crazy. Like, it's so much more fun and enjoyable.
The show also included an SAU Family Feud game with SA officers competing against Cultural Club leaders. Accompanied by the talented 2 a.m. Curfew Band, Riley ended her show with a mini concert including songs from her latest album, Church Pew.
This was probably one of the best shows Ignite Live has seen throughout its years, and people really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of enthusiasm, and Riley really brought it.
I've been behind the scenes, I've seen what they've done, I've seen the amount of hours they've put in to make Ignite Live happen, so that was really a no-brainer that it was going to turn out the way that it did.
I'm Victor Odala for SAU News.
During the concert, Riley performed her most requested hit, Broken Prayers, which has generated more than 160 million streams worldwide. Tensi, what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part was probably the Family Feud where SA and cultural clubs competed against each other. The Student Association introduced a new style of convocation today, inspired by the popularity of TED Talks. 3 presenters headlined the program called Southern X. Miss Chattanooga Kaylin Lavoie shared why she decided to join the pageant world. The Miss America organization encourages participants to choose a cause to represent. Lavoie chose to represent the Chattanooga Autism Center. She invited the center's director, Dave Buck, to share insights on autism.
Diversity in the autistic community is huge. There's a saying, if you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person. Everybody is different.
The last speaker, entrepreneur Manny Jimenez, shared tips on how to be successful. Following Jimenez was a Kahoot game that featured questions about his presentation. Some lucky students won an iPad Pro, AirPod Max, and a Visa gift card.
For the past 5 years, Klatch has been an event many students have looked forward to following Friday Night Vespers. The Sittler family has been opening up their home for students since 2019. Typically, you'll find more than 80 students would come here throughout the night. The highest attendance was one night when more than 650 students showed up. The Sittlers enjoyed having students over and providing a home environment for students, especially ones who are homesick. You can enjoy brownies and hot drinks served in cool-looking mugs and foods made by students from the Bread of Life group. Pastor David Sittler says they actually bought their house just for Klatch.
Some people ask me if Klatch is a real word. It really is. It means a gathering of people around food and hot drinks. We want you to come and feel the grace and peace and love of Jesus, whatever you need that week. And we want you to have a place to actually get your Sabbath vibe on.
There's no Klatch Vespers this weekend, but it returns next week Friday, February 16th at the Sittler home on Stillwater Circle in Ottawa.
The Latin American Club's Culture Night showcased the diversity of countries among students who come from south of the border. This year's celebration was different. There was of course music and food, but no cultural dancing. We sent SAU News reporter Mel Owiti to check it out.
To the sounds of Stand By Me, the band Give 5 and Roger Lantigua performed to get the night started. Isles Gym was packed with students and faculty who came to celebrate the many Latin American cultures at Southern.
Looks like we have a lot going on. This is going to be an exciting night.
Even though there was no formal dancing on stage, that didn't stop people from moving to the music. Each country was represented by a student in traditional native dress.
I'm excited to see all the countries involved and see how well it turns out. Yeah.
I am going to be in the part where they announce the countries and some facts about the countries, and we wave our flags and show our cultural dress.
A dramatic production showcased a small part of the Latin American experience in America, including a soccer game on stage. Club members and their parents serve Latin American food from a variety of countries in Central and South America.
I'm eating a baleada from Honduras and arepa from Colombia. It's arroz con leche, which is basically a sweet rice with condensed milk. And we also have gancitos, which is also a sweet treat. It's covered in cake. It's basically like a cake sheet.
Last year, the Student Development Office announced that cultural nights this year would not include dancing. This changed the original vision for LAC Night. Regardless of that hurdle, the club redirected and put on a show that was entertaining and engaging. For SAU News, I'm Mel Owiti.
Southern's next cultural night is Black Christian Union Night. And as BCU president, I look forward to seeing you there on Saturday night, February 24th.
Happy Chinese New Year. And in Collegedale, it's a cause for celebration. The High Point Chinese SDA Church sponsors the event, which this year was even bigger than before. It's so big now, organizers required tickets to enter Founders Hall and the Collegedale Commons. Despite the admission fee, many came to enjoy the festivities. Vendors offered a wide menu of yummy foods and sold cute arts and crafts. The program concludes with the traditional Chinese ritual called the Lion Dance, believed to cast out evil spirits and bring good luck.
Want to be successful at losing weight to beat the freshman 15? SAU News reporter Cindy Hernandez shows us one way to do it.
The Human Performance Lab, located in the Hulsey Wellness Center, is a room equipped with various machines for students to learn more about their physical well-being. The lab opened doors back in 2008, and it is ran by both professors and students in the School of Health and Kinesiology. The lab has had a transformation in the last year in an attempt to make it more student-focused. People are invited to explore their health and fitness through a range of tests, including the body composition analysis, resting metabolic tests, and a BODPOT test that calculates the percentage of body fat.
That number people don't always like, but it's exact, and it tells you the truth.
The BODPOT test determines the ratio of fat to muscle in the body. A second test will validate the results after about 8 weeks of training. Boyd says this encourages, motivates, and helps students realize what it is they need to work on.
I mean, I've had the whole spectrum in the past year in here of fitness levels. Everybody from people just getting off the couch kind of thing and coming in to get tested to find out where they're at, all the way to people that are training for, a triathlon.
Students can schedule tests from Tuesday to Friday between 6 and 10 in the morning at no cost. I'm Cindy Hernandez for SAU News.
For more information on how the Performance Lab can benefit you, visit southern.edu/wellness.
The Hulsey Wellness Center's Kayak is once again open for breakfast, something we haven't seen since the pandemic. The university's food service made the decision last semester and launched last month. It came from management and student suggestions, in addition to accommodating schedules for student workers.
This semester we had some supervisors that the breakfast shift would work best for, and we had people asking for it to be open in the morning, so we thought we would try it.
The breakfast menu features smoothies, muffins, the walking breakfast, peanut butter banana wraps, and the most popular, the Crunch Bowls. Students, faculty, and community members can now enjoy the Kayak after their morning workouts. Management is pleased with the positive feedback so far. The Kayak's new hours are 8 through 10:30 mornings and 2 till 9 evenings, Monday through Thursday. Sunday hours are 5 to 9 p.m.
A nonprofit that aims to help children in poverty has opened a new office on campus. Child Impact International is located in Fleming Plaza between the Village Market and the Adventist Book Center. The nonprofit sponsored children to attend Adventist mission schools, including children who've been exploited. The organization also offers opportunities to students.
Volunteer here, and you can get, can they get volunteer hours?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can get volunteer hours. The second way you can get involved is come do an internship with us here. And the third way is you could go overseas to one of our projects as a student missionary.
Care for the blind.
By the end of last year, Child Impact International was able to sponsor more than 4,000 children. It aims to increase their impact in 2024.
The university is adding more parking on property behind Hickman Hall.
The land adjacent to the College del Spanish American Adventist Church, known as Su Casa, has been cleared in preparation for a new parking lot. University officials says the lot will expand parking on the south side of campus and is set for completion in early March.
Collegeville Academy donated dirt to fill in a ravine to level the ground. Southern is also exploring additional parking locations with a focus on areas like Southern Village Apartments.
SU News is a student-run production here in Southern School of Journalism and Communication. I'm Tinsy Reed.
And I'm Lizbeth Rodriguez-Dieppe. Do you have a newsworthy story? Message us on Instagram at SAU_news.
And from all of us here at SAU News and SJC Productions, thanks for watching and have a great week.